guys, welcome to Simproved, Speaking here, and welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. Today we're going to build a hotel, and I've called it the Bayview Hotel, which I built in Brindleton Bay, the new world of the new Sims 4 Cats and Dogs pack. And Brindleton Bay kind of reminded me a little bit, like I already said in past videos, of the Hamptons, or at least northeast of the USA. And I kind of was inspired, or always wanted to build something Hamptons inspired, or like these huge villas that you can see in that kind of geographical area. So yeah, I did it now because Brindleton Bay just suits the whole style, I think. So since this is like a huge build, I first wanted it to be a residential lot for like a super rich Sim family. But while I was building this, I kind of realized that I just thought, oh my god, these rooms, there will be a lot of rooms in there since, yeah, it's just a really huge lot. It's the biggest lot that we have in Brindleton Bay, which is also a 64 by 64 tiles big lot. And I of course also wanted to experiment a little bit with the new roof tools that we got with the new patch. And yeah, it took quite some time to build this, guys. I spent about at least 10 hours or 11 hours just on this build. And that's because, yeah, it's just really huge. I had like some couple of issues with the build mode. It's a little bit bugging or glitching now for me. I don't know if it has to do with the settings now, or maybe my whole world is just too big and my PC can handle it. I still don't have a graphics card, which I hope to get for Christmas, of course, since it's a very expensive graphics card. So I think that my issues with the building and kind of, saving the game and kind of crashing sometimes has to do with, yeah, my like not so good PC settings, by the way. So it's a really huge lot, and if you want to play with this, I have a solution for you, since we don't have hotels in The Sims 4. So I made this a restaurant. You can set it to a gym, you can set it to a spa, to a park, to a lounge, and to a bar. I think I have covered everything now. But yeah, it's, I guess, the biggest community lot that I've ever built, and I really thought that it would be useful maybe for you guys to have like a focal community lot that you can set to whatever you want for your Sims and your gameplay, and then use it as just, what I just counted. So it's a huge luxurious hotel, and I was kind of inspired while building this, for the celebrities or the rich and famous Sims maybe go there for rehab or just, to relax by the sea. Since Brindleton Bay is it's just such a wonderful world. It looks so beautiful. I so enjoyed this, and I thought it's perfect. Finally, we have some, I would say, like more coastal looking objects and just color theme overall. And yeah, I just thought I needed to build something like a hotel now, because lots and lots of you guys have asked for a hotel. You always wanted to see a hotel, and I always kind of thought it's so unnecessary since we can't play with hotels yet. Maybe we get this, like we got this with the Sims 3 pack, I guess. But yeah, I think since you can set this to a, like I said, restaurant, lounge, bar, pool, gym, spa, you can use it, just like you want to. And here you can already see that I had some glitches, like some wallpapers gave me the, I don't know, I think it's like a reference picture or something they use, and it didn't really work. So I had to contact the sim gurus there and say, hey, there's a little thing in my build mode. And that was just not like the only thing that I had trouble with while building this. So basically I did the whole window and gardening landscaping part again, which was like 2 hours of building, and then it just crashed and I didn't save before. Oh no, which always happens to me if I build on huge lots, so this is like a huge issue for me. And yeah, it was I was just like, oh my god, I hate myself, I have to do this all over again. So it could happen that some windows aren't the same as you can see this here if you download this, but basically you can see the house, how it is, or how it looks like if you want to download this in the video tour, of course, and also you already saw it in the beginning of the video, of course. Yeah, why did I choose this shape? By the way, Well, I sketched out the whole shape of this house on paper because I wanted to have huge octagonal rooms since we have the octagonal roofs now. And I wanted to experiment a little bit with these kinds of roofs, of course, and therefore needed some octagonal rooms as well. And then I realized while I was looking like on the building, just the layout, that it looks a little bit like male genitalia, like a penis. Let's just say it. It looks like a penis. And I was like, oh my god, no. And I've had this a couple of times in my videos that things kind of look like a penis, and then you guys usually write this in the comments. So yeah, thanks for that, for pointing this out. But I guess this time I saw it myself. So yeah, it's a huge villa mansion estate, and I also wanted it to look like, do you know those golf clubs or these yacht clubs? Yacht? How do you pronounce this word? Like these clubs where you pay, I don't know, like something like a tuition, and then you can use all the services that comes with a huge estate or a golf club or whatever. And this is kind of something that I also wanted to do here. So this is basically something when you want to, like, your sim to use the restaurant, you can set it to a restaurant and, you know, like go there with your sims. If you want to use the spa or gym area, and so on and so on. So this is something that I really wanted to do here, to have lots and lots of different community lots in like one lot. Since it's such a huge lot, I really want it to be functional, and it really works. I've set it to all these community lots, and people will be there. Like, for example, if it's a spa, then there will be people to massage you. And if it's a gym, there will be like a trainer, like a yoga instructor or something. I can't really remember, but yeah, it's all working fine. I've tested this house, of course. And yeah, here you can already see me going into the interior design. So at first, of course, I did a little reception desk. And since I also set it to a restaurant, there's also the host standing there, or like the host station for the restaurant. The whole interior design color theme is white, blue, and brown, or light brown. Like just for the coastal feel, I think. And also I used one of the wall decals that kind of have a little, it's an anchor, I guess? A little anchor, and that's basically the sign like of the whole club hotel thing, like their, I don't know, like their logo or something. So you will see this logo everywhere, in the restaurant part, in the gym, and you know, everywhere, kinda. So after I've done the reception, I started with the eating, I don't know, room? Is it called dining room then, if it's such a huge room? But yeah, basically, you know, where you get your breakfast if you are in the hotel, or the dinner and everything. And this is also like the restaurant part, of course. So I went with all the new objects that I get with this pack, and yeah, like I said, they are nautical. So there are like all these new words that I have to learn now in English, like little sailing objects and, I don't know, steering wheels for boats. I don't really know what the actual terms for these are. I have to look them up. But if you want to write me those things in the comments, I really appreciate it. So thanks. So basically it's going to look very nautical and coastal and, you know, kind of inspired by this whole sea, nautic, coastal theme. I know this doesn't make any sense, but I guess you know what I mean now. The next thing, after I've done, of course, the dining area, I did the kitchen. There are 4 like cooking stations, but I also placed, of course, 2 normal stoves. So if your Sims really want to live there, they can catch some food there and, you know, create their food there. Since if you set it to residential, you can use the fancy cooking stations, which is something that I can't like understand, but yeah. Just weird. Like always, of course, I didn't use any custom content or mods. Well, I didn't use any custom content or mods since I didn't have those activated. But sometimes, you know, from time to time I use some mods to make just my gameplay easier. So you will have to, if you want to use like the whole potential of all the community lots, you might have to need, of course, the certain packs. So for example, for the restaurant, of course, you need the dine out pack. And if you need, I don't know, the spa, then of course you need the spa day pack. So, I mean, it's self-explanatory. This is something that I already did in my water park. So if you had like, I don't know, the perfect patio stuff, you could use the jacuzzis and you know, all that stuff. So it kind of makes sense if you don't have all the packs. Basically, I think it's just base game and cats and dogs. I really try to not use so many other packs. But I think it will look, I don't want to say anything wrong here, but I guess 70% like it is on the thumbnail if you have the cats and dogs pack. So yeah, here you can see me one of the hotel rooms. Of course, I did a couple of them, which took a lot of time and which was also super repetitive and super annoying to do. But they all look the same. They all have the same bed, the same wardrobe thingy, and kind of the same rug and everything. So they all look the same, just like they do like in a hotel, of course. And it was kind of lots of fun to, you know, like think about how a hotel room looks like, because they're actually pretty empty and kind of boring looking. And this is something that I wanted to do here too, which like sounds a little bit weird, but yeah, I really wanted them to look a little bit boring and not like too characteristical. So they really are kind of soothing and relaxing. So white and blue, the whole theme again here too, suiting to the whole like halls that I did, or like the common, I don't know, hallways that there are in this whole hotel. And the bathrooms are like with a blue wallpaper. Also, I used like lots of base game stuff here, or cats and dogs, just to make sure that at the end, if you don't have all the packs, that it looks kind of the same for you, and that not so many objects get, you know, like switched to other packs or what you have in your game. And yeah, they're pretty functional. They all just have like the same objects, the same toilet, the same sink, and the same shower sometimes. At the end, I will also do like a suite, like a presidential suite or something, that also will have like a little living room area. But yeah, that's basically how they all look like. I didn't sketch out where to put all the rooms, so sometimes it's kind of like, maybe I need more rooms here. And also, full disclaimer here, it has 3 levels, but I've only did the interior design for the first 2 levels, since it took me about, yeah, like I said, 10 hours or 11 hours on this build. After like doing the second floor, I was like, should I do the 3rd floor now too? No. So the 3rd floor is like pretty narrow, since it's mostly just roofs. And it was kind of hard to do all the hallways and everything, but I think I will do this like in a live stream or something, you know, where I can take the time and maybe talk to you guys. Also, live streaming is something that I also want to do more now, since I really enjoyed, you know, talking to you guys and just building, and then I can also like give you direct tips for building, or just, you know, answer all your questions and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that was something that I'm really looking forward to, of course. And yeah, of course, outside I put like a little gazebo in there, because I thought maybe they do like a little parties there, or that you can rent the whole place for a party, maybe for prom or something. So I thought a little gazebo would be cool. And like my little cousin, she was like watching me while I was building this for like some minutes, and she said, oh my god, you should put in some fairy lights in the gazebo, because then it's just like in, how's the movie called? Twilight, yeah. So I've watched Twilight like a couple of years ago. I'm not that of a huge fan of the whole series, but I can remember, yeah, she's right, that there is like an end dancing scene maybe in the gazebo. So I thought this is also like suiting to the whole prom, maybe wedding theme that you could do there. And if you don't, you can still like use the gazebo for maybe a live music band that plays, and then at the evening you can have like a little party around the pool. Also downstairs there's the bar. The bar also has a little dance floor there, so they can maybe move around the whole sofas that are placed there, and then maybe they can dance there or something. So it's really something that I wanted like to use all the objects that came with the pack that kind of make sense, that aren't so animal related. And yeah, they are kind of cute with all the coastal things. and all the coastal decorations, they kind of are really cute. But I think that like over time, building on Brindleton Bay, they kind of are really special looking, at least in my opinion, of course. And I think that some are weird and only like for certain types of builds again. But we have this with lots of packs, so they are kind of special looking in my opinion, and only do go well with like this coastal style. But they are really detailed, and like all the, you know, special pack objects, they are really detailed and have like a cute story, you know, that usually all the objects have like little story popping up if you choose them in buy mode. And they are really cute, and I really like that they put so much effort into this. And it was kind of, you know, nice to just look at all the stories that are in the objects, I don't know, descriptions I guess they're called, and experiment with all the colors, of course. So the spa, for example, is a little bit different than the gym that you saw. The gym is just like one huge hall, in my opinion, and the spa has some sections. So there is like a massaging room and a little, I don't know, it's kind of like a bathroom, but you can do your is it called Fango or something? You know, the mud bath that your Sims can do. And also, of course, there's a sauna. So there's lots and lots of stuff to do actually on this lot, and I think it's going to be lots of fun to play with it. It's not that suiting, of course, for a residential lot, but you could, of course, do this. I mean, why not? So you really have like a super fancy house living there, or like a super fancy rich family living there. So this could be cool too, of course. But yeah, I just thought for a luxurious hotel, they at least should have like a wellness option and a gym, of course. So since they already have like the restaurant and the bar, I thought spa day should definitely be in there. And yeah, I kind of used lots of the spa day objects here too. So if you have the spa day pack, then the spa works, of course, and you should see everything. And then at the end, I did the presidential suite. Really nice. It also has this living room section, so that's maybe something for your really rich Sims or celebrity Sims that, I don't know, do their rehab there or something. But yeah, this is basically the whole hotel. I really hope that you like it. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. And yeah, there will be, of course, now the video tour, so please stay tuned. And if you want to download this, I've of course put the download link in the video description down below for you guys. And yeah, that's basically it. I really hope you like it, and I will see you soon. Bye bye!